Hello everybody. Welcome to Module 6 in Judaism. With this module we are embarking on a different framework for looking at religions. These religions that we'll be covering with the next few modules are what are called the Abrahamic faiths. These are religions that develop in the Middle East and share a common lineage and a common outlook in many ways. So the common lineage is that they all have scriptures. They all share certain scriptures or scriptural ideas. They share a belief in a single God. These are monotheistic religions. They also believe in a linear view of history. So rather than the cyclical view of history that the Dharmic religions had of karma and reincarnation, these religions see that God acts in history, that there is a beginning, a creative beginning to history, and that there will be a creative end to history when God will intervene. So they also believe in an afterlife in a very different way, that humans live but one life and then are judged and spend eternity in some type of afterlife. So the first of these religions we're looking at is Judaism. This is the most ancient of the group. The Judaism module has a lot to cover, of course. There are 2 lectures. You should also read the Judaism handout. Now, the Judaism handout does have a lot of history in it. You can kind of skim some of this, and I will mention it and talk about some of it in the lectures as well. But the main thing I'm looking at with Judaism is the practices. This is, even though the belief is, of course, important, the practices is something to keep in mind. So with Judaism, I'm going to focus on the life of the individual, the rites of passage, and the holidays, and the cultural component as well of Judaism. In addition to the readings and the 2 lectures, there's at least 3 videos that you should watch, and there is the usual quiz and discussion. There's also 2 written assignments. The first of these is scripture reading 2, so you should know where we're going with this. With each scripture reading, there are 2 sources that you will have to have. There is the scripture itself, and then there's an encyclopedia article that describes sort of the background and the meaning of the scripture that you've chosen. So make sure that your paper, when you submit it, has both sources listed on there in MLA format. And then finally, there is a larger assignment. This is Invent a Religion. So Invent a Religion is your creative paper for the term. In Invent a Religion, you're being asked to use the ideas that I've presented and that we've discussed and investigated in this course to create your own religion. I'm not asking you to proselytize or look for converts for this religion, so this is just a creative paper that you will only share with me unless you want to share it more broadly. So what should an invented religion have? Well, it's going to need religious specialists, it's going to need rituals, it's going to need rites of passage, it's going to need a conception of the other world. Is it animistic? Does it believe in one God or many gods? So for this creative project, you can combine different religions that you are interested in or attracted to. You can make up something completely. I've had students that write whole long stories, science fiction stories about aliens crashing and people worshiping them. The format also can be creative as well. So it can be written as a journal. As I was traveling through the jungles of Guatemala, I came upon this tribe and they were worshiping giant cats. That's one way to go about it. You can create an infomercial. Hi, welcome to the Church of Mark. In this church, we do the following services. These are our beliefs. You can do a PowerPoint, anything you want, but make sure that you get the number of words. The word count is important, and I do great on that. And make sure that you hit all of the prompt items, right? Religious specialists, rituals, scripture, rites of passage, holidays, sacred spaces. How does this religion benefit humanity? Okay, so make sure whatever format you use, and use whatever creative format you want, that it hits all of that. All right, and you should be good. All right, well, enjoy the Invent a Religion, enjoy the lectures on Judaism, and keep up the good work. And I know also that there is the annotated bibliography is out there as well. So try and get me a draft of that right away so that I can give you a chance to revise it. And then we're good to go. I know it's busy and it's the middle of summer. It's a good time to stay inside with whatever cooling system you have blasting. And we'll go with that.